we'll get started here. My name is Vikram, and I'm one of the co-founders of Pictory. And I'm very excited today to share a training session with you. We'll do a couple of these sessions. We'll do the basic session, and then session not next week, but the week after at the same time. And so if you want to join that, you can register for that as well. Today, we expect the session to last about 30 minutes. It might go on a little over. We are recording it, so we'll share it after this on our YouTube channel. And the things I wanted to show today are some of the basic functionality of Pictory. I'm sure for some of you, I can recognize the names. You've been using Pictory for a while, and this may be repetition. It may be some of the new features that we've introduced. You'll get to see some of that, and feel free to send me Q&A on the Q&A box here on the meeting screen, and I'll get to as many questions as I can towards the end. So we'll get started here. The first thing I wanted to share, as you know, so Pictory is for helping you create or edit videos, and text is here. We use you can either start with text or you edit the videos with text. So I'll start with this. The first thing I'll focus on is creating script to video, which is basically where you can put any script here, and it will help you create a video from that script. So I have a script that I wrote that I'm just going to copy it here, and all I have to do is just paste, and I can do Control V, or I can use this paste from clipboard to paste the script here, and I'm just going to call it Creator. A couple of things I wanted to highlight here is every new line is going to be created as a separate scene in the video. So this is your chance to say, hey, some of the sentences might be too long, and I might want to break that up into two scenes. So I could just insert a new line by pressing enter, and it would create from there. If I say want to merge this into a single scene, I can do that as well. So I can do some of the things here before I get into the storyboard section that I'll show you next. The other thing there is highlight these words and say I pick out certain visuals that are important to me based on certain keywords. So in the first one, related to dream jobs, so I can highlight dream jobs as my keyword. In the second one, maybe I want something creator economy as something I want to highlight. For the others, we'll let the AI do its thing and try and it's going to try and find the best visual. So that's one thing I want to show here. The other thing I want, typically the video length will be dependent on the length of this, and my rule of thumb is 150 words for a 1 minute long video. So this is about that many words, and it's going to create about a 1 minute long video. So that's just a rule of thumb. So if you have 1,500 words, that'll create about a 10-minute example. So I'm going to go with this now. And so the next step is where you choose the aspect ratio for your video, and different platforms like different aspect ratios. So if you're making it for YouTube, we recommend the landscape videos, like Instagram or LinkedIn, Facebook. These like square videos, they get a little more prominence in how they get displayed in their platform. In this case, what Pictory is doing now is for every sentence that I put in there, it's creating a scene, and it's trying to find the best matching visual to that scene. So in the first one, see, you can see the keywords that we highlighted here. They're shown as and you can see it tries to find the best matching visual to that keyword. And I can move into my story and see what the other visuals it found are. In this creator economy video plays a critical role. We're really excited. This is a really excited. AI powered automation. This is all looking pretty good. Maybe this one they can now easily repurpose. And you see when I split a sentence up into two scenes, you remember this one? We added a line break in the middle. So now you see two scenes created, a scene 5 and a 6, and they use different visual in each case. And if I want to say change the visual, I want to have something else. So I can go into this visuals tab and visuals. So it shows you all the ones that it found that are here that may not have met the default criteria. So you can choose from one of the ones that it already found, or I can say, hey, search for something. So you'll notice it tries to find the in this sentence, and it'll show you some of the highlighted keywords. You can just simply click on that to find keywords, and you can see basically it found this with these two visuals for this content links. Please show me something of the webinar. Maybe there's nothing in the webinar bit. Maybe it's something around content, and I can pick something else that I want. So I can pick something. I want something like this to use that as my visual. So you can also type in the keywords if you want something else that it doesn't show here. I can say, show me something that shows repurpose. It didn't find anything with repurpose. So what it has. The other thing I can do is if I like a visual, say I like this one a lot, and I want to find some things that are similar to this. So there's a little button here which says search similar, and I can search for similar visuals to this. So again, it uses that visual had these keywords, dreams and jobs, and then it found many other visuals showing dreams and jobs, and I can pick any one of those from there. So that's another useful feature as you're searching different visuals. Another thing you can do when you're searching, when you want to use visuals, is you can upload your own. So you can upload images or little video clips, and you can just simply drag and drop them here. And to select them, you just press the button and it gets selected scene. So that's one other thing. And the other another thing you can do here is sometimes you may want just a blank background with a solid color or a texture. You don't want any visual. So you can simply choose that. I can say, hey, for this, I just want this blue color background, and I can use that. Or maybe I want to share like this. Use that. I can also type in the color right here if I know the color and it's not here. I can just type the hex code for the color. One other thing that I find very useful is I often create a list of favorite visuals. So I like this one a lot. I'm pursuing my dream job, so I'm going to create that I press this little heart icon, and it's going to add that to my favorite. And to find the favorites, I just press here, so it'll show me all the favorites that I've added. So that's all about visual searching, and it's as you see, it's pretty easy to search for visuals. The other thing I wanted to like this font and the text that is shown on the screen. Font, it uses when we will come to this brand setting, it uses your brand settings to adjust the font, but you can adjust the font right here. Say for a single scene, you want the fonts to be different. You can just basically come in here and you can edit it. So that's the other key thing here is sometimes you want to edit the script. So you can come and just click on this. You can edit it, and you can edit any of the words. Also, you can say, I want to change this font of this, and I can change the size if I want to. And I can change the color scheme that I want to. So you can change the colors of the background, the highlights. So in this case, you don't see the highlighted keywords because I have the highlight color and the text color set to the same. But you you can change them here. You can also, by the way, background transparent if you want to. This is a completely opaque white background. And so one of the new features that we introduced last week was you can make the background transparent, partly transparent or so. So once you're happy with this, and one thing I like is I like to make it centered. So I can make it centered, and I say, okay, I want to now apply this style, this font, and this size to all the scenes. So I just come in here and say, apply this to all the scenes. This gets applied to every scene in there. They're all centered now with that size and the font that I chose. So that's another very useful thing to adjust the fonts here. Also, the highlighting, I want to show you, if you did choose a different highlighting color, say I wanted maybe a red highlight color, then I can say, okay, I want to highlight Pictory. I can just select any word and I can highlight it right here. And now you have this Pictory word highlighted in here. So sometimes that helps as you're making the videos for people to follow and see the more. So that's on the text adjustments and so on. And like I said, you can edit the text here, or you can also edit the text in the storyboard right here. Say I want to fix the spelling and do something else here to this. So whatever, you can make the changes. So we talked about the font, and one other thing you can do is you can also adjust the position of the text. Say you want, instead of and you can do it at a scene level, or you can do it at the entire video. Say for this scene, I want, so I can move this to the top, and for the other scene, it remains the same on the bottom. But I can also say I want to, for all the scenes, I want to move it at the middle. And I say for all the scenes, I want to apply this position that I selected. So I can apply this to all the scenes now. Now this font is the same. The positioning is all the same here for all of them. Okay, the other thing is, let's come into styles really quickly before we go to audio section. So the styles are basically how the font is, how the text is displayed and how it's animated. So where it's displayed and how it's animated. So the default is theme 2, where the text just appears from the back and it comes up, and that's how we've been seeing here. And I'll show you a preview, you'll see. But you can change it to any of these other styles. You can say I want to use, and now it's going to show in this side, and it's gonna have this animation where it appears on the right. So the styles are used to change kind of how you want the text to appear. Now I want to show one other related concept, is this whole idea of brand setting. So you can set up some of the fonts and the color schemes that I showed you. You can set it up in the brand settings section. So the only difference with the brand settings section is that it will actually apply to all the videos that you make from this point onward. So in the brand settings, you would come here and you'd see 2 separate settings for titles and other scenes. So make sure you change it for both, because sometimes I see people will change it for the title scene, but not for the other scenes, or vice versa. They would change it for scenes, but not for title. So make sure you want to, if any changes you want to make, you want to make for all of them. So you can choose your fonts here. You can choose the default colors, font size, color scheme, all of that stuff. Background color, keyword color. You can change that here so that it applies to any video that you create in the future. So that's brand setting, at least for the text part of the brand settings. The other thing that is controlled in the brand setting is logos and intro and outro. So you can add a logo. You can say, hey, I want a logo, and I want a logo to show up on the top right or the top left. Those are the only 2 available locations right now. And you can say, hey, I want to show it not on the title scene, but on all the other scenes. or in this case, I'm just going to say I want to show it on all the scenes. So you can set that up. The best kind of logos we find that work are square logos. The logos that are horizontal, they tend to display very small. So our recommendation is to find square logos or to recreate your logos into square images. The other thing I wanted to outline is outro. So outro is that last scene. It usually has some kind of call to action. So you would set that up. You can do two things. You can either upload your own image or a video as an outro. Sometimes you may already have for your business, you may already have set up an outro. You can just upload that and say, okay, this is an outro. And or you can say, hey, I want to use my logo to create an outro. And this time you can have outros that are different. Add any text here, say more on pictory.ai, and it'll use the logo and create a small animation and create an outro from that. You can put phone numbers here, there, any kind of call to action that you want to put, you put it there. You can again change the font of how it shows and the colors and all that stuff. And then one last thing on the brand settings is intro, not an intro. Intro right now, we only allow you to upload an image or a video. So the intro is the first scene that appears even before the title in your video. So you can upload that here. So now when you apply it, when you save the brand settings, it says, do you want to apply it to the current project as well? So obviously the brand settings will apply to all future projects, but you can also apply it to your current project. And I say, okay, apply it to the current project as well. So all that gets applied now, and you can see my logo is appearing, my outro is that, and so that's now I'm kind of through on the visuals part of the video. Now the next decisions that you want to make are on the audio. So you can do basically a few things on the audio. There's music that gets automated here. That it tries to do a mood matching of your text to a music track, and there's several tracks that are available. You can search for music tracks. If you don't like the one that it applies by default, you can search and apply that. This is all available. This is part of Pictory license. You don't have to worry about royalties or any of this, or getting YouTube dings. If you do get YouTube dings, let us know, because we can address that with this vendor who we license this from. It's Melody, you can also upload your own music. If you have copyright-free music or the music that you own, you can upload that here in this section, and you can apply that. So the music applies to the entire video, so it will play it throughout the video. You can also adjust the volume. So by default, when you apply the volume, if you don't have a voiceover, this volume control is always set to 100%. If voiceover, then you'll get to choose the volume of voiceover versus music. So let's say so on the voiceover side, you have a few different choices. You can record. There's a recorder here that we have built in. You can record it at a scene by scene basis, or you can record it for the entire video. And in the more advanced session that I do in a couple of weeks, I'll talk about how you can apply it to the entire video, how you can apply a voiceover to the entire video. I'm just going to show you this this machine generated voice. I'm going to pick one of these voices. You can listen to a sample by just clicking here, and this will get applied now to the entire video. And now you see that volume control is set up. Say if I want the to be lower or higher compared to the voiceover volume, I can change that to 10%. So that's on the audio side, and we've covered pretty much everything here. And now I can do a quick preview of the video. So you can see this video is about a minute long, as expected, and let's preview the video. So because I have a voiceover here, it takes a few seconds to read the voice, and then it'll finally play the preview.
The creator economy is giving people a chance to specialize in their passions and to pursue their dream jobs. In the new creator economy, video plays a crucial role. We are really excited to bring Pictory here to these creative entrepreneurs, and we are very proud to be part of their journey. Pictory's AI-powered automation is a game changer, not only for content creators.
So you could basically see the music and you can see the whole video before you're ready to publish it. So when you're ready to publish it and download the video, you have to hit this generate button, and this generate will generate the video, start generating the video. So one thing to remember, it will take a little bit long to generate the video because it's re-encoding all the visuals that we have. It's doing all the things. So it does take a few minutes to generate the video. So, but you don't have to babysit it. Minimize this window, and it says video generation in progress. You can do other things in Pictory. You can even close the browser if you want to, and it will notify you when the video generation is finished. So when it's finished, what you can do is you can either go here and see, okay, what's my video, and it'll give you a window like this. You can say from here I can download the video. I can also download the text related to the video, the text file that is, or an SRT file that you can upload to YouTube to download the video. So you can do that here. You can do it also when you come back to my projects. You'll see your project here. You can say, okay, I can download them from here and do the same thing from here as well. So that's one scenario that I wanted to make sure I covered in depth in this session. Script to video. It's one of our most commonly used cases. The next thing that I want to quickly cover is this idea of video from an article. So this article has to be a published article, like a blog. So I can say I have a blog that I published on Medium. So I can take that and I can just put that link here. So I just did a Control-C and a Control-V to paste the link here. What's happening now is it's from the blog, what it does is it tries to find the most interesting sentences, the most unique sentences in the blog that we'll use for our video script. So that's what's going on right now. It's extracting these key messages article. This is only just read the highlight. It wasn't the right link, but in any case, what you can do is when it will find the right article, it will read the whole thing and it'll select the sentences. If I don't like a sentence that I want in there, I can unselect it from here. And if I want to select a section back, select it back here, and I can very quickly convert my blog to a video, because this then becomes video, and that's and I'm sorry I'm not able to show it because I put in the wrong link. It came to the header part of the article, but from this point it's actually exactly the same that we saw before. It's picking up an image. So the only difference here is sometimes it can pick up images from the blog itself, and it will show it. And same as before, it'll pick up the other images. It applies all the brand settings and everything. Also for uploaded images or images that it picks from the blog, one of the default it does is it tries to fit that into the scene. So that's why it inserts these black bars on the side. So there is a setting here which is very easy to say, hey, I want you to zoom and pan this image as well. So we don't have a lot of control over it because you would wanna control this and move it further around. But that there is an option that you can do that if for different kinds of images. So that's the second scenario that I wanted to show you in this introductory training session. The third scenario that I wanted to show is some basic video editing that you can do. So in this scenario, you start with a recorded video, and there's several things that you can do with a recorded video. Sometimes you just want to add captions to the video. That's the only thing. Or you want to download the captions into an SRT file for YouTube purposes. You want to do that. So the way that works is this fourth box is what you use for editing videos. So you would drag and drop your MP4 file and upload it here. So select and upload the file here. And again, there is a window that comes up because it can take a while video. And so you don't have to, you can just, you don't have to babysit that. You close the browser window and it will notify you it's completed. In my case, I'm just going to go with one of our sample videos here. So there's two things that happen when you upload a video into Pictory, into that fourth box. It uploads it to our cloud, but it also transcribes it automatically. So this video, this is our sample video, and it transcribes it. All the words that were spoken are recognized here automatically using our AI. And you can say, now I can do many things with it. So I can search through the video and I can find sections that I want to browse. I can say, okay, I can play this part.
Accidents of Americans who don't move to Canada.
You can do things like, hey, I want to take this whole section and I want to delete this sentence from the video. So I can take this and delete it from the video. So it's not just gone from the transcript, that whole section is gone from the video. So if I play this back again.
And Canadians cross the border. And
so it introduces a jump cut, and we're all pretty used to jump cuts. And so it doesn't, it's awkward. The other thing you can do is, so I deleted sentences, but you can also delete words. So for example, here's something
we Americans don't always say enough, and that is how much.
So I say, hey, I want to delete this. And so it's gone from the video, and I can play it back again.
Reflects something we don't always say enough, and that is.
So you can hear that it's gone from the transcript and it's gone from the video as well. So you did hear that jump cut a little bit more, but when you actually finally generate the video, it's going to be much smoother than that you heard here. Also, you have this undo option to come back if you want to keep it, if you want to bring it back, any of the words that you've deleted. So you can delete sentences, delete words. You can also remove these filler words automatically, and and all you have to do is press this button once, and all the filler words are gone from the video. So you see all the ers and ums are gone, not just from the transcript, they're gone from the video. And another thing you can do is remove silences, and this is a newer feature that we introduced. So like this, so he's just waiting for a few seconds. And by the way, every dot here is usually about a half a second silence. And I can say, remove all silences. All the silences are gone from the video too. So that can make the editing of the video very, very easy. So edit words here very, very easily. I can say, hey, I wanna reflect. If there were errors in transcription, I can fix that. Usually, I don't want, when editing it, I don't want to delete words, because delete words will delete it from the video. So if I do want to delete word because of the mistype or misrecognition, what I would do is I would merge it first, and then I can. So that's one other to share. And you can decide whether you want to add captions or not to the final video. So if you have the show subtitles, it's on by default, and you can say I can turn it off. So when it's on by default, it will basically burn the captions on the video itself, and you can finally generate the video. If you turn it off, it won't burn it, but you can still download the subtitles as an SRT file. So there's an option here to download the SRT file. You can also download the text transcript right here as well. So there's a bunch of different options. So again, same thing, generate video will generate this as the final video with updates have been done. You can also, when you show the subtitles, you can choose how many lines you want to show in the subtitles. Sometimes it's 1 line, 2 lines. It just shows the number of lines that go here. And then one last thing I want to show before we end this session and take questions is one of the use cases that I'll show in the more advanced session is how to create multiple highlights of a video, like a webinar or a recorded video. and create short clips for social media. But I'll show you a quick demo of how you can do it very, very quickly. So say you like this sentences, these two sentences or three sentences, you can select that and you can generate a video right from here. And when you click that, basically it's going to generate a video with just those three sentences. So it'll be a very short video with just those three sentences, and you'll be able to download it. All the brand settings you set up before with your fonts, color schemes, intro, outro, all that get applied and served. So that's it for our basic training session. In our advanced training session, we'll go into some of the more details about some of the more things you can do here. There's things like B-rolls. There's more editing options that we can do. But for now, that's it. And I'm open to questions. I will look into the Q&A section. And what is the best size for the logo, and can you add that to the logo? So we don't have a good size recommendation here. I will ask my engineers about what the option is, because we usually try to fit it in a box on the top right, and so my recommendation is to try to figure out a square logo if you can, and any square logo works pretty well. The other question is, you really should use something to highlight your mouse pointer so we can see on. Yeah, I am sorry. I thought this one showed my mouse with around, but I will try to figure out a tool with mouse pointer. The other question is recording. We will make the recordings available on our YouTube channel. We can also email it. Other question is, aside editing text, font sizes, colors, can we add another text in the same slide? So no, right now there's only one text box in a slide, and you cannot add more text boxes. This is on our roadmap. We'll have it in the next few months that you can add multiple text boxes. How do you set a similar theme for the picture so they do not match throughout the video? So there isn't a theme for that's why what we recommend is you go through every scene and make sure that you're happy with the visual and replace it if you're not happy with it. There isn't a fully automatic way of saying, only use cartoon images or only use images of people. Thank you for your feedback, Dean, about, we try to be very proactive and continue to fix bugs as we find them and take feature requests as it comes. On our website, if you have requests, on our website, there is a link to our product roadmap towards the bottom. And so if you want to look through what our planned items are, you can go look at the product roadmap. You can submit new items. You put on items. So there's a bunch of things, and you can see all the things that we've shipped in the last few months. So you can hold us accountable for this stuff as well. So yes, we are very proactive, and we listen to try to bring all the requests. As well as highlighting text in the scenes. Can you also highlight in the left storyboard section? I believe you can, so you just have to press Control. I thought I will make a request of our engineers to be able to highlight from here also. Can you increase the voice volume? So right now the volume control, there's only one volume controlled as I showed you. So if the voice sounds too low to you relative to the music, you can change the adjustment. We don't have an absolute volume control. It's only relative to the music that there is a volume control. So if I have the voiceover here and I want to make the voiceover louder, I just have to reduce. That's how I would do it. We don't have an absolute output volume. webinar replays in multiple languages and multiple branding. Yes, so it's on to allow language translations, and sometimes towards the end of the year, we'll be working on that idea of automatic translate of the. So we do have a Facebook community, and there is a, so I would encourage anyone here to join the Facebook community. You can search on, it's called Pictory.ai Creators Group. It was formerly called VidNumi, and so we have several thousand members in here. So I would encourage everybody who's not in it, and you get special deals. You get your users to answer, the community to answer questions for you. There's a lot of good stuff in this community group, so that I would. Thank you. Another compliment from Rashan. Thanks for the demo and the continuing hard work to make the product better. So that's all the questions we have. We're about 10 minutes over our schedule, and I really appreciate your time and attending this, and also thank